day, Lone Star Middle School students. How are we doing? Yesterday, you had a little bit of check-in with what you had been missing from the weeks before in our weather section. Some of you got to work right away, trying to watch the YouTube videos or work on the Venn diagram. Some of you over here, you can see you worked on your quizzes. I left that number open. I'm going to shrink my head down here so I can pretend I'm from the Amazon forest. But inside of these, and yesterday we started the atmosphere worksheets. You can see that right here in the background. One thing about these atmosphere worksheets, in OneNote you're only working on them. So they might move, and the words you put into boxes and things you put onto the graph, if the page gets shifted, the words might shift. So my suggestion is to come up back into this content library that I have made available for you. Go back into this weather section and right-click on this document. What it'll allow you to do is to be able to save as. So when you save as and you put it into your own place that you're going to save it, remember that at the end of the school year, you're going to turn your laptops in and they're going to wipe out the hard drive. So where you need to save it is in your OneDrive. At the beginning of the year, we had created a science folder. In my OneDrive, I have a Williamson Docs folder. You should have an 8th grade folder, and inside of that 8th grade folder, you should have a science folder. Inside that science folder, I've got mine here. You can see the name of this document is Layers of the Earth. And so then you would go through the process of saving it into your science folder. That way you're not going to lose it. And what it's going to allow you to do is open up this document in Word. And once it's open in Word, anything you put into the document is going to be part of the document. It's going to be locked in. So for example, up here at the top, if I click and I can delete this first last name part, I can write my first name and put my last name, and it stays in there. It no longer is on top. It's now in it. Period number, for me, I'm trying to figure out which all. For me, all periods. So as you go through and work on this document today, working in the boxes, it's going to allow you to be able to integrate your answers into the document. And then just work your way through reading the instructions, going through the process, getting yourself to where you're actually graphing the information from the information up above. I'm expecting this to be finished by the end of today's class, and then I'll put the grade in. You can see at the very bottom there's a rubric for what the expectations are. And my class is 43210 is just like 4 is an A, basically a 3 is a B, 2 is a C, 1 is a D, and 0, no evidence of trying to do anything. And so I'm going to be looking for you to be able to have this document finished up, and then you're going to put it back into this atmosphere page. Remember up here at the top, right here, it says Insert. So you're going to go to Insert, and you're going to go to File Printout, or you can do File Attachment. And let's say I'm picking File Attachment. Once I click on File Attachment, then I'm going to go, and this box is going to open up, and it's going to ask, well, where is this file that you're telling me that you want to attach? Well, that's where you go back into your OneDrive. You find your Earth Science folder, or your science folder, whatever you decided to call it. You find that one document and you put it into, and you click Insert, and then it places that document into that atmosphere page. So that's the process that I'm hoping to see you be able to do today. Some of you are still in need of reading articles and finishing up the Venn diagram, watching some of those YouTube things and summarizing them, not just watching them. Finishing up the articles, the Choice City, got a lot of stuff to do. And the points for your grades go into the Shining Stars later this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So there's not a lot of opportunity for you guys to be able to lollygag around like they did in the League of Their Own. But you don't want to be a lollygagger. You lollygag here, you lollygag there. We don't want to be lollygaggers. Just get your work done.